Welcome to another episode of This Old Crack House. I'm AC, your host. And today's fantastic episode is going to go over brand new stairs, insulation. That's right, this place is warm and cozy, and it smells of fiberglass, and I'm okay with that. And we're also going to go over a couple other new things. Drywall is on its way. Kitchen cabinets? Do I have a layout for kitchen cabinets? I sure do, you I gotta bleep out the F-bomb. YouTube is just, it is coming down with strikes on everybody. Guns and swear words. It's like the 80s when Ronald Reagan's wife was trying to censor all the rap musics. So, stairs, insulation, drywall, potentially cabinets. It's a busy day. Join me, won't you? I can't believe the luck I have. My GoPro SD card is just shot to shit. It's absolute trash. So now this is the third time I have to try and record this because my stupid camera card is like, we're corrupted. We've decided today that we're corrupted. What happened with GoPro? It's battery sucking shit ever since like the Hero 5. Been trash. All right, back to the house. So a lot of you have messaged me on Instagram that said, hey, listen, I want to come over and help you out with the house. And I appreciate that. I really sincerely do. But some of you are like, I'm from Canada or I live in Illinois. Like, I can't fly you out here to do this stuff, man. Like, I don't have a massive budget for this house. This thing has already been a fucking money pit as it is. Thank God you're here to support the channel. Somebody happened to be from Buffalo and said, hey, listen, AC, my dad's a veteran. I'm a carpenter. I do drywall. I'd love to help you out. And I said, all right, young Phil, why don't you come over to the house and give me an estimate for some stairs. I need the basement stairs done, and if you do a good job, I'll ask you to do the second floor stairs. He said, sure thing. And so he gave me a good price, and I was like, all right, brother, well, let's knock it out. Let's see what we can do here. And he fucking killed it. Look at these stairs. Look at these stairs going up at the appropriate angle. They're like a nice stair angle. Look at this. That's a thick stair right there. That 2-inch stringers right there, it's a lot better than the shit that used to be up there. Look at these moldy, shitty, yellowy, nonsense stairs filled with cobwebs and ghost cum. Oh, just so much ghost cum all over this basement. Gallons of ghost cum. But look at this. It looks fantastic. Everything's all thick. He's like, do you want me to reuse some of the wood so it's cheaper? I was like, fuck yeah, if you can, sure. And so we sanded it down and reuse some of this for the thing, but new tops, new stringers, and I'm happier than a pig in shit, and he did such a good job. I was like, well, why don't you take care of the second floor stairs? Oh, look at all the second floor stairs. I don't know if you remember or not, but right here, these stringers for the old stairs are only like an inch thick. These are more, it's like an inch and a half. And the old school way of an inch was the width of your thumb. So, inch and about a half, so. Learned it from the Bible. So the stringers were pulling away from the wall in the old set of stairs. And they were cracked. And honestly, I think I only saw like 6 or 7 nails being hammered through there into this board from the old set. And just look at these beefy, thick things. Look, he's even got a little red star for America. I don't know if he intended that, but America, good on you, Phil. So, get these fantastic stairs. But it wouldn't be the crack house if something didn't get jacked up. And poor Phil had a hiccup. We hit that little notch off, a little jacked up. But we're going to cover that up with carpet or put on, I don't know, something up here. I don't know what I'm going to That's the second time that I've hit that beam. This is the third time I'm recording this because the second I hit that beam, my thumb hit the record button and it turned off the video. Oh my God. You try to do something and there should be no issues. I'm just supposed to be recording a video about the fucking stairs right now. About these stairs that got that chip in them. And about the walls and the drywall that I'm about to get. And I can't even get that done because my SD card and now my camera and I hit thing. I just want to get through my day. This is supposed to be like 10, 15 minutes of me being like, all right, crack house update. Let's get motivated and fucking yeah. And now it's just like, why? I've been here for 45 minutes trying to record the same thing. All right, let's get moving. Phil, I'm going to pick on you for that. You're adorable. He's so sweet. He's a good boy. But you fucked that up. Nah, it's not that bad. We'll fix it. I don't want to put carpet on it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do with these stairs. Comment in the comments what I should do with these stairs. Stairs is something I've never, ever thought of. It's not something you see in like HGTV videos or YouTube remodeling shit. What do I do with my bare-ass stairs? I don't know. This is unknown territory. I am going to make it an Airbnb for you weirdos. I'm literally going to make it the Crack House Airbnb. I'm going to put Crack House photos all over the place. A nice little picture book that talks about the Crack House and like links to this old crack house on the smart TV. I'm going to have to nail Basement Jesus to the wall. He was already nailed to the cross, Richard. Why? There's a better way to say that. I'm going to have to secure Basement Jesus to the wall. I don't think there's any good way to say that. Okay. Well, anyway, people will steal BJ. People will steal Basement Jesus. What am I doing? Oh yeah, Phil's gonna do drywall. Did you turn off? Did that nice little beep do good for you? You useless piece of shit. Or was I? Drywall. Oh yeah, you're gonna be like AC. You're skipping a step here. In order to put up some drywall, you're probably gonna want some insulation. And you're absolutely right. So I got some. And I got a guy to put it in for me. And it's gonna cost around like $1,200. And you're gonna say, why wouldn't you get spraying insulation? Because spraying insulation compared to good old fiberglass, which 10 years ago, every home was filled with fiberglass and nobody had an issue. So it's good enough for this old crack house. Spraying insulation was gonna be like 10 grand. What? I got people like you buying shirts, and I'm going to throw away this old crack house money for fucking 10 grand to spraying bullshit? No, listen, you all are going to get a fantastic home here when you choose to come and visit. I implore you to. There's good restaurants around the area too, so you'll be okay. This house is small enough and the furnace is big enough to where a little bit of a draft, because it's not encapsulated with spray foam, it's not going to be an issue. It will not be an issue. I would rather spend an extra $200 a year on heating than spend $9 extra grand over just some fiberglass insulation. It's a no-brainer, right? I feel like an obligation to you that I'm not going to throw away the money you've given to support the crack house on spray foam insulation. And now some of you might say, you could buy some spray foam insulation yourself, and I could spray it in myself. There's like kits and stuff. I heard some horror stories about that shit not mixing correctly, and then there's fumes, and that's flammable when it's still like gooey and not fully mixed up and all this other stuff. So I'm like, I'm not even touching it. Just good old itchy fiberglass insulation with the Pink Panther on it. This one doesn't have it, but whatever. What do I have? Let's look at the rating. What's the rating? So we got R13, unfaced, this. All right, insulation guys, shit on me. Tell me how bad I did, or if I did okay. It's a learning experience for all of us, and I'm blocking half the camera with my thumb because I'm fat fucking fingered. What else went on? I put up this nice little 2x8 for a TV mount, so should the TV be about here? Hey nerds, I got the Ethernet and all the cables for you because you said I should have them. Should the TV in the living room be high? Or should it be here? It should be here. Oh, we need to have a conversation. Listen, some people got very upset that I bought Crack House 2.0 before this crack house is finished. This crack house, I'm expecting to have completed in early spring. March is a push. April or May is, I think, a very, very doable goal for me. That being said, I live in New York. If I waited till the end of this old crack house to be finished before I went to buy another crack house to continue the series, so that way we could all laugh at just the dumb shit that I find and see, it would be 8 months. There would be an 8-month zero crack house gap. And I am doing better with posting crack house and military angry cops normal bullshit that you all enjoy. For the people that have said I wasted money on a shirt because you're just buying all this stuff up and you have oodles of money, I have appropriately spaced out the funds to complete this house and have taken out a home equity loan, line of credit on my personal home, so then I can purchase a second crack house for us all to continue this weird and wild ride, just at a different location with other weird issues. So settle down, come visit Buffalo, and see what you've helped me create once I make this an Airbnb. By the way, all the needle points that you have sent me, I've got a lot of this old crack house. Not a lot. I've got like 3 or 4 of this old crack house needle points. Like, it's not a crack house, it's a crack home. They will all be hung up in here. The theme of this house will be this old crack house. So if you want to add in your little je ne sais quoi, feel free to send me stuff at the Angry Cops P.O. box, because it'll be in here. And when it's all complete, I'll do the before and after, and how you'll see it all looking nice and sexy, and this old crack house stuff will be hanging up in it. I still can't get over I said nail basement Jesus to the wall. Like, I know I said it in the appropriate way, but it still just sounds so bad. We're moving. We're shaking. We're moving. We're shaking. All right? Things have changed with insulation. The ceilings. We're doing the ceilings. This is the first floor. You know, you've got the 1 bedroom here. You've got the master bedroom over here above the living room. Now, if you're bumping uglies with your old lady or fella, you probably don't want the guests downstairs to know that you're going hard.
If you see these dogs in your front yard, just know upstairs I'm going hard. Bing bong.
Bing bong. So in order to muffle that, we've got some R11 that is going to muffle. 1, it's going to help insulate, this first floor. So this first floor is going to be like a hot box. And 2, it's going to muffle the sounds coming from the upstairs. So when you're walking around on the vinyl, banging out your old lady, you're not going to hear the moans and the creaks and the stomps and somebody dropping a dime or a quarter and it reverberating throughout the entire house. Reverberating, good word, use it. When I came in here and I started talking, immediately I could tell the difference in the sound quality that was going to be on this video. There's no echo. A little bit of a thump, not much, but that's kind of like the whole house shaking while I'm stomping. Ah! Fucker! Bibbity bop! There's like almost no reverb. Sound deadening. Important. This matters. Why did I just think about the scene from Goodfellas where Joe Pesci gets murked because he killed a made man? I'm like, oh yeah, that sound deadening quality in that house must have been great. Where does my mind go when I think of this shit? But now that we've got everything boxed up, it's drywall time, baby. Look at this. Look at this beautiful stack of 1/2-inch drywall. Oh, the drywall's coming. And in 2 weeks, we're getting kitchen cabinets. And we're getting a peninsula. I need to show you what the kitchen cabinets are going to look like. Insert kitchen cabinet. Pick now. Flam. And I'm going to talk about the kitchen cabinets while the overlay's going. So if we start here, we got the hallway, we got the little half bathroom here, so you can take a shit and stink up the kitchen. But hey, we need a half bath, right? We got to have a half bath. You got 3 bedrooms up here. 2 people can take a poop at once. Very important. Coming down the main hallway from our front door, got our bathroom, toilet. Okay? And then we're going to have some cabinets here, about yay high. We're going to have a Lazy Susan in the corner. Like, you know, a Lazy Susan is those corner cabinets where you can rotate it and it comes out. Because that bitch be lazy. Cabinets some more. More cabinets. Stove. Some counter space right here by the window so you can look and say, hey, who's pulling up in the driveway? Oh, it's a serial killer. Bang, bang. Or, oh, it's my friend Jessica. I'm going to now cut up some fruits and vegetables because we're going to have a Mediterranean salad for lunch. Dishwasher, followed by peninsula. Now you're going to say, hey, that dishwasher is kind of close to the peninsula. How are you going to get into that corner cabinet? It's like a weird pull-out version of a cabinet. Like there's a handle, it's on like 2 tracks and you can pull it out. It was described to me and I saw it in a YouTube video, and the guy who's doing the cabinets, my brother-in-law, is, well, he's very excited about it, so I think I should be too. Breakfast peninsula here. We're going to have some bar stools on this side so we can look into the kitchen and serve, you know, a couple people. And then we're going to have our fridge right here. So the fridge is going to back up against the microwave chimney. Thank you. And in this space behind the fridge is going to be some storage. So maybe like a small straight closet so you can hang up jackets, because there's no real place to hang up jackets in front there. So you hang up all your jackets and maybe some, you know, slots for shoes in there. I think that's the best bet. I'd like to have a pantry, but with the amount of cabinet space because of the peninsula going in, I think I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay. So this has to be a closet, brooms, jackets, maybe a couple layers for shoes. So that's where we're at. The next time I'm going to see you, it's going to be, this place is going to be drywalled. I am going to have to get some insulation for the basement floor because this thing is cold. And the basement is not airtight yet. Small things, right? Small things. We're doing big things right now. Small things are happening a little bit later. You know, the patch-up jobs. But I'm very excited. It's so warm in this house now. Plastic. Just like on my bed when I was a kid. Chronic bedwetter. But you know what they say about kids that chronically wet the bed when they're young? Oh, man. I forget what the article said. Oh, was it that they had like traumatic experiences or that they were going to grow up to be really good in bed? Google it. Let me know if I'm damaged goods. I think we already know that. Now, if you enjoyed today's episode of This Old Crack House, won't you consider buying a This Old Crack House shirt or Basement Jesus shirt? It helps support me in my endeavors to give you realistic content. And by realistic content, I mean me making financial decisions, and you get to see the ups and downs of my emotional roller coaster, and I'm sure the ever-growing snowball turning into avalanche of my anxiety and depression. So while you're there watching me suffer, feel free to pick up a shirt, support the cause, and eventually, you know, you guys can rent out this Airbnb. That's kind of like giving back to the community. You get the luxury of staying in the house that I cursed in a lot. I don't know. Maybe a shirt is just enough to show your appreciation. I think we don't need to push it any further, do we? And now our conversation with Basement Jesus. Dear Lord, insulation. You insulate me from the intrusive thoughts that I have, the mean comments that people put in my other videos, and just overall harm from the world in general. It is a scary place out there. You insulated this home while there was a blizzard in Buffalo, where I lost power for 4 or 5 days during Christmas, your birthday. Sorry about the bad birthday. I mean, it's not my fault, but you know, we can do better next year. The other crack house didn't do so great, but it doesn't have you, Lord. And we're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna get a Basement Jesus for Crack House 2.0. But I want to thank you, Lord, for insulating me in this home from any further damage. I hope and pray that you continue to do so. In your name we pray. Amen. Now, if you enjoyed this episode of This Old Crack House, fucking phone! This is why I put you on silent!